Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla. Today we are doing day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life Series 18. Again, I am doing these because I wasn't home. I'm doing these in July because I wasn't around a lot in June. And I love doing them. Today's sketch is this one by Valerie Spencer. If you were around or if you watched me build page kits for all these sketches, you'll know that I focused on my travel layouts, and today's picture is a picture of the Archives of the United States of America in Washington, D.C. This was taken on my WOW trip, which is Wonders of Washington, that the 4-H did back in 2013. In fact, it was 6/4/13 that I took this picture. I have some washi tape. I have some cut-aparts, some Bramble Fox acrylics. I have Everywhere letters, 7 Gypsies travel stickers, and I have the Cardabella Transatlantic Travel Collection. So let's pull this out and see what papers I want to use. Let's see. All right, I have some scraps here. Let me put those aside. I'm thinking that I kind of like this paper because it's the Archives, or this paper, or one of these three. I'm going to mat it on black, and then I'm going to use maybe this for my diamonds. So which one do I want? I think that one's going to be too busy. I'm afraid my picture will get lost in that one. I think I'm going to use this. This is the diamonds, matted on black, and we'll go from there. So I need a piece of black cardstock out. There we go. I couldn't get my... Maybe. All right, there's some black cardstock. I need to cut this down. Quarter of an inch. My rule of thumb is if I'm matting it on solid, I cut it down 1/4 of an inch. If I'm matting it on pattern paper, I cut it down 1/2 inch. That's just my go-to. Not saying it's right or wrong. That's just what that's just my rule of thumb. All right, and I think I need to mat that. Do I have any? Hold on, I'm trying to get my... I don't think that's big enough. Nope. And that's not big enough either. Okay, so I'm just going to mat it on some black. That is perfect. Piece of black scrap that works out perfectly. Okay, So there's my photo. Now their photo is a square and mine's not, but I don't mind that. All right, now I want to cut some squares out of this one. So I think I'm gonna go maybe 2.5. Let's see. Now theirs goes all the way across and mine might not, but that doesn't bother me. So 2.5, 2.5, and then let's do one more. Two and a half. Okay. There we go. So I have my 3 squares like that. I think I should probably mat them on black also. Question is, do I have a piece of black? Yeah, it's big enough. So let me cut this. So 2 3/4. Okay. And I'm probably going to do some black splatters, so I should probably do that before I start gluing things down. Okay, so I'm going to do some black splatters. I have some Heidi Swap Color Shine. I don't have much left. Sad. I'm just gonna help give it that weathered look. That you would find in the archives. Okay, so I have that. Now, before I'm gonna let that dry for just a minute. It won't get completely dry, but I do want to look at what I have. So I'm going to set this aside for just a second so I can look at this stuff. Okay, so there is another thing that's a journaling box. To live will be an awfully big adventure. Let's see, what else do I have? I have the ephemera. Travel plans, all aboard. Take the road less traveled. Tour, Wanderlust, Expedition, Trekking, and Global. I kind of want to put that on one of those. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. No. Okay, so that I'm going to pull and put on one of my squares. Or diamonds, because I'm going to turn it. What else do I have? Oh, so that's another ephemera. So let me see what words I have on this. I could do exploration. not a whole lot of that one, but okay, I'll look at that. Then, like I said, I have this postcard. I may just run some of this postcard and then do these. Cut these apart because these kind of look like old things. So I could do this one. It has the Capitol building. And then cut apart these. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna make you watch me cut these apart. So I'm gonna go cut these apart and I'll be right back. Okay, so I pulled out some things, I cut some things out, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna put my photo down here. Maybe if I can pick it up. Now, in true Shayla fashion, I will probably end up, hold on, I kind of want this further down than that. I will probably end up tucking some stuff because I always seem to end up tucking some stuff underneath my photos. I still want it down even further. How about there? Yeah, that's better. But I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And then I'm going to put these right there, probably. There. There. And there. Okay. Now, in the sketch, she has something here and here, but I'm going to put mine in the middle, and I'm going to pop it up on some foam tape. Give it some dimension so my layout's not so flat. Let me right. Okay. I'm going to put right there. Okay. Now, like I said, over here, I think I'm going to put this washi down. I'm not a huge washi person, but they have come out 49 a market, and some of those other have really come out with some cool washi. Okay, is 2 postcards going to be too big? Yes. So I need to just do 1 postcard. And I'm probably going to need to back it on black again so that it shows up. My problem has always been with washi is that it doesn't always like to stick. And that kind of drives me nuts when it's supposed to be sticky, and then it likes to peel up all the time. Okay, so let's put this down. If I can put it down straight, it would be wonderful. Don't know if that's going to happen. Let's do this because I know this side is straight. Maybe not. Oh well, okay. There we go. Let's put that down, cut it out. Okay. So there we go. And I think I'm gonna layer some stuff behind it. Just gonna kind of start doing some layering and see what happens. That's not straight, but I really didn't think it would be, so don't know why I'm so worried about it. Just testing out the pieces here. I did cut out these two. And I have these. Put one here. Actually kind of thought about putting these up here with my words. Okay. Journal and details. I don't know if I want those up there. I kind of do. I kind of like this up here. But instead of the geotag being in the middle, I think I'm going to kind of do it like that. Okay. I think I want to do this. And take that down a bit, like so. Like that, maybe instead. I kind of like it. Now, do I have any black? No, but I do have. I was hoping I had some black like that, but I don't. I would like to add. How about Nuvo drops instead? Because I do have black Nuvo drops. Okay, I'm going to add some black Nuvo drops, and that is going to be it for day. Oh, I've got to put a title. I was going to do National Archives, but that's kind of big. I wonder if it would fit. Forgot about my title, and I don't even know. I don't have enough A's for archives or National Archives. What if I just put U.S. I don't have any R's. That stinks. What could my title be then? I don't have any 2, so I can't, or 1s, so I can't do Wow 2013. I don't know. I might not. FF. No I's. I was going to say official documents. I don't have any E's, so I can do documents anyway. U.S. Cap. No, because it's not the Capitol building, and that would make, and I don't have I's. I think I'm just not going to have a title unless I can think of one. I might give it a little thought and see if I can come up with one. In the meantime, there will be a still shot at the end, so check that out to see if I did come up with a title. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for joining me for my month late 30 days of sketches. I am linked to the playlist, so if you happen to have missed the 30 days of sketches in June, go on that playlist and you can get all caught up too. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.